I am Mandela Moses.
I'm Peter O'Connell.
I'm Danny Dory.
And I'm Matt Day. So we did our case study on the movie Remember the Titan, and this movie pretty much covered the whole book. But today we only talk about three of them, and the three are values, and that chapter 3 in our book. And the second one is leadership, and you can find that chapter 4 and 8. And the last one is change, and that's chapter 7 and 10. And so I'll let Mandela do his thing for me.
Alright, well, today I'll be talking to you guys about values. And according to the book, or anyone, values are the stable and long lasting beliefs about what is important to us. Values are usually formed in our early years, and in this movie, the movie was set on 1971. So you might or might not have seen it, but some of the players in the team, as well as most people in the town at the time, believe that black people are less of people, and that's why most of the white players thought that their black teammates are less of human beings. Anyways, as an example, in this particular movie, the their captain from a year ago, his name is Bartier, and he developed a very good friendship with one of his fellow black teammates. And on a Sunday morning, he decided to go and hang out with his teammate, but his mom wouldn't let him. Instead, asked him to go to church, which is like not a problem, but it's not because he has to go to church. It's due to the fact that he's hanging out with a black buddy. Um, Another example being is that when Alan's dad marched into Coach Boone's office and started ranting about how his son was player of the week for 5 weeks in the prior year, and why was his son pulled out of the game when the coach was only trying to win him the game by putting one of their better players in. So, in order to come together, everyone's value had to change in this movie, not only for the good of the team, but the community as well. And as you can see in this picture, even Coach Boone and the other coach prior last year, they had to come together in order for the team to be successful. So, here's Speedy.
Alright, today I'll talk to you about leadership. The best way to lead is by using the path goal theory, which states that it is the leader's job to assist followers in attaining their goals and to provide the necessary direction and support to ensure that their individual goals are compatible with the overall goals of the organization or group, in this case, the football team. And we'll get to the next picture of Coach Boone motivating his player to keep pushing himself and training there. So as you can see, he's very focused, and the player in this scene, he was pushing it very hard. So under the leadership grid, Coach Boone would be an authority and obedience leader, and he is also very charismatic. Coach Bill Yost would be a country club manager, and he is a transactional leader. Julius and Bertier, as you can see in this picture, eventually came together as the captains of the team, and we would classify them as team managers. They were the transformational leaders on the team, which means they inspired everyone else to go above and beyond. Coach Boone had said he would not cut anyone from the team, but Bertier saw a toxin within them, and he had went up to the player and cut him. What happened was the player wasn't blocking for one of his fellow black teammates because he didn't respect any of them, and he had it in his mind that only the white players should play. So Bertier went up to him and told him he's cut from the team, and he said to Bertier that you heard it. Boone said he's not cutting anyone, and Bertier used his captain status and said, I'm cutting you. Coach isn't cutting you. You're done. If I say you're done, you're done. So that was a big plus for Bertier, and that eventually brought everyone else together because once that toxin was gone, they were able to move forward. All right, here's Danny Dorr.
Alright, I'll be talking about change. There was a lot that needed to happen for a team to come together. Also for the community in Alexandria. But this team was a catalyst for that change, and equally to happen. Their success was going to go down in the history books for that community as bringing everyone together. We saw this happen earlier when the team overcame their differences in training camp, but went back to the school and, in their words, went back to reality, where the black kids in Sunshine, who were perceived as a gay person, or who was perceived as a gay person, were not accepted by the white dominant community. Next slide. The culture needed to change as well because the year before Coach Boone arrived, they were an all-white team, and now they had become the poster team for Black Americans in Alexandria. The shift brought about many disputes between the coaching staff, players, community, and the other coaches. An example of being when the school staff had used Coach Boone as a figurehead and informed white coach Bill Yost that if Boone had lost the game, they would place him immediately. And the team struggled to embrace their changed culture throughout the season. And Coach Boone's job was that, but Coach Yost still believed in Boone and remained as the assistant coach even when he was given the opportunity to head coach. He had called out a referee to unfair calls that were staged by the league executives in order to remove Boone from his position. By doing so, Yost lost a chance to go into the Hall of Fame, but believed it was unethical. The players needed to integrate their new culture in order to succeed.
As a result, they came together and won the state championship. And our motto of how it became a team, as my brother explained earlier, I hope you were listening, the value and the leadership, that needed to be eased by the leadership of the team. Coach Boone couldn't do it all by himself, so Bertier and Julius were major factors in leading the team to where they needed to be. The culture change needed to happen in order to succeed. Not only that, but to maintain the change and throughout the season, and to act as the care of the court until instead of the bunch of individuals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, I guess.
Bye.
See ya. All right, we'll have Chris go to the videos on YouTube. All right.
Alrighty.